Hello to all my two comic book readers out there. Mike from Frontline here, and welcome to my comic review of a DC comic book from Rebirth. It's another week on a Wednesday where all new comic books have been released, and the comic book I'll be reviewing that actually did come out today will be Green Arrow, issue number 6. And this is called Sins of the Mother, Part 1. Just before I get into this review, guys, just want to let you know that this comic book that did come out today, there will be spoilers. So if you have not read this comic book yet, put this video in your watch later folder, get the comic book, read it, and then come back to hear my opinions and or thoughts about it. Or if you have not got the comic book yet, and if you want to hear my review about this comic book, just remember that I warned you that there will be spoilers. And it's going to begin right now. So in the last issue we found out that Green Arrow was stranded on an island and we don't know where it was going to go from there. Actually, this comic book takes a different point of view because there's no Oliver Queen mentioned in this one. This is just actually focused on Amiko's point of view. And it started off where Amiko was with her mother Shadow, and Shadow was like saying, you ruined everything and all the plans, you're just as reckless as your brother, and yada yada yada. And then it goes back to Seattle 1 year ago where Amiko and Oliver Queen were spending brother and sister time together, and I love the artwork. It's beautifully drawn, each and every comic book, and I really like the connection that showed between Amiko and Oliver Queen, training her to use the arrows, fighting crime together. And there's also this wristwatch that actually is going to play a really interesting role in this comic book. And as it continues on, we see going back to Amiko and Shadow, where Shadow was telling Amiko that when the Inferno sank, they lost a massive investment and future earnings. So they went to this place called the Hatchman Shrine, where they will be granted the luck needed to survive the next battle. And Amiko is kind of like being one step ahead of her mother, like saying they were ordered you to kill me and everything. And there's also these gems that Amiko got before the whole thing went apart. And, and then she was just telling Shadow, I don't belong or answer to anyone but myself. So basically she was like saying that whoever she is herself. Then it goes back to Seattle then again, where she goes to this person called the Clock King. And the Clock King was just telling her about the watch that I showed before. That will make her feel like she has all the time in the world. Then in Tokyo, she goes to this sort of fight club where, that's what it looks like to be, of a Yakuza activity to the Shinjuku address. And there's like this huge fight where this guy with a whip is like doing like a battle, and she actually challenges herself to him. And then it goes back, it's a back and forth thing where it goes from then and it goes back to now. And I actually like the whole Amiko origins that was given here, where they stop a crime that happened at a bank, and she actually goes back to the Clock King about what happened with the watch, and let's just say things didn't actually turn out so well for her after that. And back to the battle, where it's this. And during that battle, it was really intense, and in the end, she won. But here's a spoiler. These gang people come, and they said, Oyabun would like to personally congratulate you on your victory and discuss your future, Amiko Queen. And there are guns pointed to her, and that is where it's left off to be continued in the next issue, The Killing Time. So this was a really interesting, different point of view. Like I said, it doesn't talk about Oliver Queen, but talks about Amiko, which I actually like that they went to a different character. Even though that they didn't show what was going to happen on the island, probably after the Sins of the Mother parts are ended, maybe it'll go back to where it left off last time. But I really enjoyed this issue. Rating I would give for this, I would say 4 out of 5 stars. Beautiful artwork and amazing story. Different perspective, point of view, showing Emiko Queen's point of view of back then to now. And I'm really actually looking forward to Sins of the Mother part issue in this comic book, and I'll see what happens next time with her character. So with that, everybody, that's my comic review of Green Arrow, issue number 6. Before I go, don't forget to check out the sources of ComicFrontline.com, Zone4Podcast.com, and our YouTube gaming channel, Frontline Gaming Zone, the #1 source for comic and game-related news, views, and a whole bunch more. Click that subscribe button at Comic Frontline today for more videos to come daily, such as the Rebirth books or any videos that are uploaded daily. And also leave your comments below if you read Green Arrow number 6, your thoughts on this new perspective of showing Emiko Queen other than Oliver Queen, and thoughts and questions, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can. To all you comic book readers out there, I'm Mike from Comic Frontline saying take care, and don't forget to keep watching. Later, everybody.